Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So today's video I'm going to be discussing this Biodun atoyinbo and how he came for Igbo people. I'm already laughing already at the beginning. How he came for Igbo people. So he said Igbo people are stingy, right? Okay, let me it's already funny. Okay, let me read it to you guys word for word, okay, what he said. I'm reading this from PM News. He said, Atoyinbo said, the Igbo believe in God. It takes God for an Igbo guy to give. sorry. Okay, I really okay. For an Igbo guy to give. They have a large heart, but they believe you shouldn't walk their mind. Is that not supposed to be a good thing? Igbos are 90% Christians, but no mega church. You need to tear backgrounds to enter some testimonies. You need to, you see, he wants to tap into the money of Ndibu. That is what is going on. You need to tear backgrounds to enter some testimonies. You already said that they believe you shouldn't walk their mind. And you still want to try to walk their minds. Are you listening to your... He's contradicting himself. So you know that Igbos do not want you to walk their mind. Yet you want to come and walk their mind by whatever testimony. No church with a Yoruba pastor takes more Igbo songs than Koza. Hustle is a curse. Hustle now is a curse. You see, you know quote Bible, that's another area. You see that I didn't quote Bible. Even the Bible that makes it clear. See, if you don't walk, make you not chop. Now it says hustle is a curse. This is what I'm telling people. When they leave Bible and want to preach whatever it takes to enrich themselves. Have you seen this guy and the cars that he drives? Have you seen the kind of life his family is living? He has broken a lot of grounds. Now he want to break the Igbo ground because it's like that area is not yet tapped. You want to tap into Ndibu, right? Okay. Let's read his post. He said, hustle is a curse. Are you a hustler? Some people find it hard to give because they hustle to get that money. Oh my. Okay. Because they hustle to get that money. In the name of Jesus, that hustle has ceased in your life. Is it not hustle? Is this one that he's doing? Is it not his own hustle? No, be your hustle be this one. Hustle your own, but you don't need to come and start start to insult Igbo people because you want to hustle. This is his own hustle. What does Atoyinbo do? Apart from speaking from the pulpit without quoting from the Bible. There's no Bible verse in this. I be una see Bible verse. No Bible verses. He's just speaking. And you see how he's saying, Yoruba pastor, Igbo people, but this is even, he's bringing tribalism into the church. Are they in a church? Are they not supposed to be one? Are they not supposed to be one? And then how does he know who gives the most? How does he know that? You know what's interesting is for someone to sit there and want to just enjoy other people's hard work. And whether you like it or not, it is cutting to the point where some pastors actually feel entitled to your sweat. And then he's speaking about Igbos. Let me tell you something about Igbos. Let's be honest, right? There are some things, you know, Igbos, you know, some people say will not get respect or whatever, but it depends on your definition of respect. For example, I'm an Igbo. A lot of you know. We don't bow down to greet people. We don't do a lot of, like, I remember growing up in Benin. I remember when we moved to Benin newly. And then we had our neighbors that we see when they want to give their father water. It's their culture. I have respect for their church culture. That's their culture. But it's not my culture, right? And because something is not somebody else's culture, does not make them less respectful. For example, we used to see, I remember when we were new in Benin, we see our neighbor, they come to give their father water. You know, they lived in the next compound, but our fence was like half a fence. So we used to see, so half a fence and then like, I don't know how to say it, but you can see through. They will give their father or their mother water or elder water. Then they will kneel down until their father finished drinking before they would get up from the kneeling down. You know, I remember as a kid, I used to be blown away like, whoa, wow. It was strange to me because we don't do it in my culture. So people then make the mistake of thinking that because their own culture is an outward expression, means that the other people are not respectful. You understand? For example, now white people don't need to kneel down or whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean you can say they have no respect. If you come abroad and you see somebody say, "Good morning, Mr. Peters," and you say, "Eh?" Person will reach to sit down and call him Mr. Peters. The fact that he even said good morning to you is respectful. This is their own culture. Because somebody has the right to walk past you without saying hello or saying good morning. For somebody to walk past you, for a child to walk past you in white man country, let me put it that way, and say good morning, Mr. Peters, that is respect. You see the difference, right? You should understand. So the same thing in Igbo land, we don't do a lot of those things. So people say people don't get respect. And to a great extent, I'm going to say, I like the fact that in my culture, there's no, you see there are some cultures where you cannot question an elder. You cannot ask an elder, you know, is it as disrespectful? But even though, and sometimes an elder may be saying something that's incorrect, but you cannot say anything because it's a different culture where you cannot speak. That's a different culture. But in my culture, you can actually say to an elder, no, that's not correct. That is how, in my culture, what is disrespectful is actually how you say it, right? You cannot say to an elder, you are foolish, you don't know anything. That's not, no, you don't say that. You will say, you can say, no. It is A before B. That's how you can say that. I personally like the idea of people being able to express themselves. Because there are cultures where people don't express themselves. And elders continue to go do the wrong things. And sometimes elders are thinking that children cannot question me. They may be wrong, and the child, let me tell you, even at my age, I have grown children, right? And there are some things that they will say, I'll be like, oh, it's actually true. But if I'm raising my family with that thing that you cannot question me, you cannot correct me, you cannot do that, there are some things that I may do wrong. Nobody knows it all. And I think, to a great extent, that is the same thing when it comes to faith and churches. I remember when I started going to church in Benin. I was a Catholic, right? All my life. I grew up in a Catholic home. And I started going to this church. And that day, it was my first time hearing people call Pastor Papa and call his wife Mama. Me, I don't call, oh. I didn't call them Papa, I didn't call them Mama. You will not believe that there was one day. It's a long story. If I make a video, it's going to be a separate video about it. But I don't want to make a video about it. Anyway, that the pastor of this church, there was one kidney, they had a meeting and I was there. And they brought me in. It's a long story. They brought me in. And among all the other things this pastor was discussing. And he said this. He said that in this church, that I am the only one that does not call his wife mommy. And I was like, how did he know? I was thinking to myself, well, how did he know I don't call her mommy? And I said, the wife must have said to the husband, this girl does not call me mommy. And the truth is that I don't even call her anything. Like, I don't go to her. You know the way everybody say, mommy, I don't go to her. I don't go to which I won't go meet her for. I never, you know the way every girl, all the girls in the choir, all the girls, they always go to her. Mommy, me, I know they go. I enter my church, I close church, I go my house. I did not go to church to go and look for mommy and daddy. And then the word mommy, you know, I've told the story about I didn't grow up my mother, I grew up my father. And that calling somebody a mother is not something I can do easily. I must feel it from me to even come out of my mouth. I'm not good at eye service. Let me put it that way. It's not my culture. It doesn't mean that sometimes we don't say nne to someone that's old enough to be your mother. We know that, but it will come from you sincerely. I remember when I had my first son, when I was first son in Lagos, and one of my neighbors was so great. She came, she was helping me. She would come in the morning to bath my baby. She would come in the evening to bath my baby. She was doing so much. She was mothering me. Let me put that. I started calling her mommy. Not because she's the mother that gave birth to me, but because I felt like that. It came from me. So my culture doesn't typically do things like eye service thing. No, you do it from within. From within you. So another thing about being vocal and saying it as it is, there are a lot of, let me tell you, if more people can actually apply the Igbo man, let me put it in the Igbo style, maybe a lot of this GO, maybe if we apply the really Igbo style, maybe a lot of this GO, their level for don't drop by now. And that is what he's speaking against. It may be. So I really want the opportunity to, because you see, that respect where these pastors are not questioned, they are too big. So sometimes I make a video, somebody said, how dare you he calls so person this man. I make a video and that man said, somebody will now say, how can you call him this man? I ask, is he a woman? They want me to not call their pastor Papa. Why would I call him Papa? He's not my Papa. You understand? oh, daddy in the Lord, all those kind, whatever. Believe it or not, some of those things are already seeping into Igbo culture small, because cultures are rubbing against each other. But my culture is different. I'll give you guys another example about being vocal. I remember when my father, I told you guys I grew up in a broken home. My father was always like, he meets a new woman. He's trying to find a wife, so he was sampling them. Let me put it like that. He was sampling them, so there were maybe few women, like I said, that lived with us. It didn't work out, and then they went their separate ways, stuff like that. But there was this particular time that there was this woman that, can I say he was dating her? I don't know, but she was living in our house anyways. And she was living with us. They were like a couple, but they ended up not being married. I'm talking about more than, let's say about 30 years ago. More than 30 years ago. In Benin City, if I'm not mistaken, is it the Kenwa Road? Now, I can't remember what road this is. There was this particular, I don't know if everybody, those that grew up in Benin here may know this place. Then there was this place. It was not the Kenwa Road, but anyways, there was this place that they sell chicken. The chicken, if you drive past them, as far as I know, they were the only ones doing it in Benin then. So there was this, like a glass box, and they have chicken, whole chicken, rolling. They were grilling chicken. My father used to buy it occasionally. When my mother was around, when my mother was around, they buy it and they take their portion and they, and they share it and they give everybody. I remember one time when my father was dating a particular lady. My father was coming back. He used to buy it once in a while. So this particular day, he bought it on his way back from work, and he came home, and that chicken kasoso, how do you expect kasoso? The aroma, you can smell it in the whole house. Everybody was expectant. You were already salivating. We were waiting. But on this day, they bought it and they were there in the sitting room. And they were there in the sitting room, and we were in the dining room waiting for our own portion. They were there, they were chatting and eating. My father and the new woman, they were chatting and eating and chatting. We waited. The thing no come. We wait. The thing no come. You don't swallow speech tire. And our sitting room and the dining room, there was one, room divider. It's like where the TV, a lot of those things don't exist. I don't know if we still have it anymore. Massive room divider that was dividing the sitting room from the kitchen. So that's where the TV is, and the stereo, what's it called? The record player and picture frame, So we're all waiting from behind. We're all peeping from there's a small one as a hole. You can peep from the TV side. We were peeping that they were eating. We were waiting. I'm not gonna lie. They were just busy eating it. And that was not the normal style when my mother was around, though. They used to just share, give us our own, and they are eating our own, we're eating our own. This one, they were just busy chatting and eating. We're all waiting. Wait. Finally. By the time they finished, and I brought out, I'm not gonna lie, it was full of like bones, and I'm gonna be honest, it felt like a leftover. I'm gonna be honest. And then I called us to come and take it. So my senior brother, he just came. He was a teenager then. He just looked at it and he said, he looked at it and he said, Anamata. He said, Anamata, as in, I'm not eating. He said, I'm not eating. He said, you have atachan, and then he said, I can't remember. He said, he was like, they've already, that you guys are already eating the meat. You want us to be eating the leftover. There was no meat left in it. You see that thing my brother said? There are some cultures where my brother would never say that because of the culture. And the truth is, what he said was the truth. There was no meat left. It was basically bones and leftovers. That is the thing about Igbo culture. That's the thing about, somebody may say that's disrespectful, but the boy talked true. You understand what I'm trying to say? Igbo talk true. Look at Igbo land. Igbo are 90% Christians, but no mega churches. Basically, he's saying, let me tell you what he's saying. Let's put it in simple English. He's basically saying that Igbos are not mumus. Let's put it. Because that's what he's saying. He's basically saying that Igbos are not mumus. Igbos are not ready to help you build your mansion. Igbos are not ready to, that's what he said there. He said he does not want you to work their brain. Who wants you to work their brain? We are not mumu. Our people are very, how do I say it? They're very expressive. They say how they feel about stuff. They don't pretend. Typically, I'm just saying, it's not, well, I wasn't raised to pretend. Let me put it that way. I was raised in a way that you can say your mind. So coming to, he's basically emphasizing how we don't have mega churches. He said Igbo land have no mega churches. He said they don't want you to work their brain. They don't want to be mumus. They don't want to help you build your empire. It's happening. Let me tell you, how can somebody truly, why will you go and hustle? Me, I rather spend my hustle, my hard-earned money, to bless a poor person that is starving or hungry or whatever. He said it that Igbos have big hearts. He already said it. But basically, they don't want to be mumus. He said Igbos have big hearts, but they don't want you to work their brain. They don't want you to work their brain. Let me say it, talker. Let me read it again. He said Igbos have large hearts, but they believe you shouldn't work their brain. Who will make you work their brain? I really wish, honestly, I actually wish more people can apply this. Working people's brain is deceiving people that they are giving to God, while you're using it to build empires for your generations unborn. Are you not better off helping the poor and the needy among you? Are you not better off helping people in orphanages, helping people that actually need it? Have you guys seen Atoyinbo's level? Have you seen the kind of cars he's driving? Have you seen him and his family? Have you seen how large they are living? Atoyinbo is wearing designers. Which job Atoyinbo which job is Atoyinbo doing? Working people's brain. That is what he's doing. He's feeling like he has tapped into other corners. He want to break into the Igbo. You want to break into Igbos. It's like untapped territories. That's what he's saying. There are no mega churches. You know what that means? There are no mega GOs. That's what it is. Because mega churches make mega GOs. Look at his life. Look at Atoyinbo's life. See how comfortable he's living. Bottom line, how I feel about this is this. He may think, I don't know what he was thinking. One, a so-called preacher shouldn't be coming to say Igbos and Yorubas and Hausas and he shouldn't be doing that. Supposed to be children of God under one roof. He shouldn't come and be segregated. But at the same time, he's showing people that they are trying to outsmart you guys. He said Igbos they don't want you to work their brain. They don't want you to deceive them. They don't want you to turn them to mumu. He's basically saying that the rest of you are mumu, but Igbos are not mumus. That's basically what that means. He may have said it without thinking that he's exposing himself. Because without mumurism, a lot of them cannot be flying private jets and be claiming kini. Without mumurism, a lot of them will not be where they are today. That is why he's trying to tap into untapped territories. He's basically saying it here, that they are working people's brains. Sometimes indirectly they expose themselves. They are working people's brains, confusing you so that you be like, okay, give it to God, I'm giving it to God. Today we are still talking about pastors and they're talking about how much is spent on women. How much is spent on women, buying them expensive houses in expensive parts of Lagos, in Abuja, buying them expensive cars and bringing out the whole offering and give to a side chick. And people say, let me give to the things of God. Let me tell you, realize this until people begin to sit back and realize God does not come down from heaven to grab the money given to him. Money that people are giving to churches are supposed to be to look after each other. I've showed you guys in the Bible where the Bible says that there was none among them that lacked. That things that were brought to the apostles' feet were distributed to everyone according to their needs. That none among them lacked because they gave to everybody according to their needs. If you need more, they will give you more than me. If I need more, they will give me more than you according to their needs. So nobody lacked. So it was nobody was being mechanized from the things that were being collected. But it's happening today. People are giving to the things of God, but they are not using them for the things of God. At the end of the day, these people are exposing themselves. Now, if your eyes are not open, they are the one that have refused to open your eyes. There is just so much available to you to open your eyes. He's basically told you that Igbos are not mumus. They work hard for their money and they don't play with it after they worked hard for it. He said they have big hearts. He said they have large hearts. Meaning that they are givers, but they don't give foolishly. That is the word. That's how to explain it. They have big hearts. They are big givers, but they don't give foolishly. Let me tell you, be like Igbos. Be like us. Be like us. Basically, that's what it is. That's why he's exposed. At the end of the day, every day is getting clearer. Every day is getting clearer. Don't be waiting on the God. You hear a voice from heaven saying, my son, my daughter, my daughter. No. These things, he is opening your eyes to see. Even with their own mouth, he's exposing them every day. With their own mouth. Without them knowing it, their own mouth is coming out. So what do you want to know? Exposing. They are now the ones exposing themselves. God have used other people to try to expose them. Una no see. People like us are trying to show you guys. Una no see. Now God is using them to expose them. Una no still won't see. It's there for you to sit back and reason about these things. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.